Hello, I made a video which you will now see and decided that really it wasn't suitable for monetization on YouTube. I have no control over the monetization on Rumble, BitChute and Minds, which are the other platforms I upload videos to. But YouTube, I am specifically saying no adverts. So if there are any, I didn't put them there. It really isn't the sort of video that should have adverts on it. Okay, well, on with the video.
Granniopteryx, granniopteryx, she knows the truth, she's linking every link.
Hello. A lot of people have pointed out the hypocrisy of the pro-Palestinian keffiyeh-wearing LARPers who are chanting from the river to the sea at the same time as they know that thousands of Iranians are being mown down, tortured and just disappeared by the Iranian regime, who have brought in Hamas supporters to help them fight their own people. And I suppose I've been scrolling through X posts about this, and there are some blanked out videos which say the equivalent of, are you sure you really want to see this? And I haven't been able to look at them. What's happened is that for several days, the Iranian regime, well, a couple of weeks actually, the Iranian regime cut out any sort of internet access. So the pictures weren't coming out, but then they had to reinstate some internet access because the state couldn't communicate. And that meant that a few people could access the internet and get out some clips of protesters, unarmed protesters, just standing, chanting, shouting, but not doing anything violent and being machine gunned by the Iranian regime, those of its supporters, the Basijis and the Hamas people. Here, this is what the Basijis are. The Organisation for the Mobilisation of the Oppressed. That's very typical Islamist terminology. The oppressors are called the oppressed. A paramilitary volunteer militia within the Islamic Revolutionary Guard and one of its 5 branches. An individual member is called a Basiji in the Persian language. As of July 2019, Gholam Reza Soleimani is the commander of the Basij. I believe that some of the more conventional forces are refusing to shoot demonstrators, and so the Basijis are taking over the job. I've heard some stories that... There's one story. The Basijis had shot a lot of people in front of the house. This young couple ran out to help the wounded. They were themselves shot down, and then their bodies, you know, the regime just took away all the bodies. And then a couple of weeks later, the relatives of this young couple, realising that they weren't around anymore, went to their house and found the dead body of their 3-year-old child who had been left in the house and who had, starved to death. And then we've got this from Ian. Ian is this person here. It shouldn't be any surprise to anybody that his pronouns are they, them. Joined December 2020, an account based in the United States. So he's been brought up in one of the most civilized places in the world, And he will say this: it's crazy how Zionists want you to believe that 30,000 Iranians died in 2 days without a single bomb. And also bombing Gaza only killed a very static number of maybe 40k over 2 years. It's very easy to believe because the Israeli army weren't trying to kill civilians, whereas the Basij were. This person here, Alex Barnicoat, says Iran may have killed 30,000 people in just 48 hours. And then this person talks about Zionists, or, Zionist lies. The complete heartlessness of it, the absolute... I don't know, evil is not a word anymore. There isn't a word for that sort of mentality. It's worse than evil, demonic. The demonic evil of this smiling face here. And these sorts of things are going on in Iran. I just don't understand how humanity could have gone down this road. I actually don't understand. Here's the what came underneath. Somebody says one of the reasons for the difference in casualties: bomb evacuated places and you kill no one. Use an LMG in a city market on defenceless people, you get a massacre. I live in Iran. My friends died and got captured. They shot people with sniper rifles, AK-47s in the hands of IRGC soldiers, and you say that's too much to be true. And the only answer that this Ian demon can respond is, it's wild that you're a Zionist. What's wrong with his brain? And then somebody else said, medical professionals and humanitarian organisations in Iran announced these casualty numbers, not Zionists. You dingleberry. Dingleberry is the least word I can think of to describe this Ian person. And then even the Islamic Republic is claiming a death toll in that order of magnitude. It's a big country with a lot of people, and they authorise the use of military weapon against protester. I feel it is okay to be stupid, but you're being purposely evil. So this person uses the word evil as well. And Ian's answer? It's crazy how you're a Zionist. That's all he can say. Here, another one. You are a Zionist. Everything he says. He doesn't have a brain, and he's not a bot. He's not a bot. You look at this, and this person has been online at least since December 2020. You wonder what happened to America to produce such people. It's almost unbelievable, except it's right there in front of me. Okay, well, you make of it what you want. Till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.